Hello, kids, and welcome to my evil lair.
Well, this isn't really an evil lair, but this is my garage, and I do a lot of stuff in here. Um, but I hope everyone's doing well, and I hope you're staying safe, and you had a really good Easter weekend. I'm sorry we didn't get to meet last week, but we had no school on Friday, so you guys didn't have my class. Um, so anyway, I'm so happy to see you all, and I miss you all very much. I wish we could be together. I hope we can be together soon, but we'll see what happens. Okay? So let's get going with our STEM project. So let me show you a couple things. Today we're going to talk about gravity, and you're going to get to do a really fun STEM project when we're done. I really liked it, and when I was a kid, I used to love doing these things. But right now, I want to show you a couple things about gravity. Okay? So I got my daughter's skate here, and what do you think's going to happen if I put it here and I let go? What's going to happen? It rolls to the ground. Okay. So what about this ball? What happens if I take this ball and I let go of it? What happens? So why do these things fall? Well, if you're thinking about gravity, you're right. Gravity is the pull on an object towards something else. Now I want you to think about something. There's gravity here on Earth, right? So we get pulled down towards Earth. Anything I lift up and let go, it goes towards Earth. If I put a skate or a ball up here, it rolls down towards Earth. And it stops when it hits the Earth, okay? Unless something keeps it from hitting the Earth. Because right now, it's not falling, okay? Now when it falls, there's no motor in here. There's no computer. It's not magic. It falls because of gravity, okay? So let's think about that for a second. Gravity is the pull of an object towards something. Now think about outer space. I wonder, is there gravity in outer space? If I went up to outer space and I dropped this ball, what would happen? Would it just stay right there? Most people think that there is no gravity in space, but there actually is. If there wasn't gravity in space, actually I use this as a demonstration, if there wasn't gravity in space, and this was the moon, how come the moon just doesn't fly off all over the place? How come it stays by Earth? Because Earth is pulling on the moon. Earth has mass. It's got a lot of things in it. It's molecules and atoms and all kinds of, it's a big thing. And it's keeping the moon is getting pulled by the Earth. But not enough to suck it in and crash into the Earth, just enough to keep it in orbit around the Earth. Okay? Same thing with the Earth and the Sun. Why doesn't the Earth just fly off into space? Why do the stars stay there? Well, it's because of gravity. Anything right now has gravity. Right now, my finger is pulling on your nose. This little finger is pulling. You cannot feel it, and we're probably miles away because I'm on one side of Boynton and you're on the other, but my finger is pulling on your nose right now. So now I have another question for you. When things fall because of gravity, do you think that because something's heavier, will it fall faster? If I had a bowling ball in one hand and something as light as a feather in the other, and I let them go at the same time, would they fall at the same rate? Or would the thing light as a feather kind of take longer to hit the ground? Well, we're going to find out. I had to angle my camera so you can see. So I have this pretty heavy 2x4 here, and I got this folded up piece of paper right there. See it? It's got a little piece of tape on it. All right? I'm going to drop them, and I want you to take a look and see if one of them hits the ground before the other. Ready? 1, 2, 3. What do you think? Did you catch that? That was pretty cool, right? This piece of paper and the big piece of wood hit the ground basically at the same time. This light little piece of paper and this heavy piece of wood both hit the floor at the same time, just about. That kind of proves that it doesn't matter how much something weighs, everything falls at the same rate. So I got a joke about gravity. So, what season did Newton discover gravity? Fall. Get it? Fall. I told my wife that joke about gravity, and she's still falling for it. So, I got the paper and the wood still, and this time I'm going to unfold the paper a little bit, and I'm going to drop them from the same height, and we'll see which one hits the ground first. Ready? Oh wait, let me put the camera so you can see. All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So what happened that time? Notice this time that the paper fell slower than the wood? That's because I opened it up, and now it has something called drag. Drag has to do with the air, and air is made out of particles. And you feel those particles, the wind, when you're riding on your bicycle. It's good for some things, but bad if you're racing someone on your bicycle because the wind is pushing against you. But it's good if you're jumping out of a plane and you have a parachute and drag slows you down. You're going to want something that's going to slow you down so you don't crash into the ground. Think about a sailboat and the sail. The sail catches the wind and it pushes the boat along. Okay? So drag is kind of the same thing, except it keeps things from falling. So drag is when you slow down because something is catching the wind particles. Now I've posted a couple of videos, one on gravity and one on a guy who made the biggest jump in history. He jumped from the top of our atmosphere out of this balloon and he landed safely. It was the coolest thing. So you got to check out both those videos, and then I'll tell you about our STEM project next week. So have a great week, have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.